your size, and we'll send them right on out to you. Let's talk about the Papillio by Birkenstock. So when you hear Papillio, I always think of platform or a little bit of a heel, but it's still the Birkenstock footbed on the inside. And this is called the Almina, and it's a leather platform sandal. I'm holding pecan, which I'm crazy about this color, but we also have it for you in sage, in sandcastle, and in dark tea.
Yes, and gosh, either the pecan, however we say it, or dark tea, both of those would go great with what you're wearing, and the sandcastle. And that's what I'm wearing today is the sandcastle. I really liked that because I had like a nicer top on, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna go for this one because it gave me a little bit of height, and I love that nude color. It's just very elevated.
Love it.
So the Papillio is where we get to play with a little bit more fashion. We get a little bit more elevation. So you can see we've given you here about 1.5 inch platform. And then down by the toe, it's just 1 inch. So it gives you a little bit of a wedge, which allows you to have that height without putting all the pressure on the toe. So most heels, you know, it would end up being all that pressure on your toe, which by the way, I have arthritis in one of my toes, so that's excruciating for me. So I thought my days of wearing heels were gone. Not so much. Birkenstock to the rescue, right? So we actually can have a lot more fun playing with height, giving you that elevation, you know, whether you're height challenged or you just love the way that it makes you feel, the way that makes you stand, or maybe you are wearing something a little dressier and you feel like it would be more appropriate to have a little additional height. This is where you get to have fun. The Almina is a beautiful silhouette. I love that this is in that wonderful Nubuck leather, so this is absolute, you know, real leather all the way through. And then you have everything that you know and love from the traditional Birkenstock. It's going to mold to your foot, so just remember the more you wear it, the more it's going to mold and conform to the bottom of your foot so that you get all that appropriate support. So everything from that deep heel cup, you get that arch support. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the arch support just a little bit. We've got the names on the back here. So you get that arch support in here, and then you have that wide toe box again and that raised toe bar. Everything is still there that you know and love. We've just given you additional height as well.
I like that. So there are times, like even the outfit that I'm wearing today, the stylist was like, it's a little long, it's dragging the ground on you. I'm 5'5", so sometimes my clothes are a little bit long. That's okay, as long as I have a little lift in my shoes. And with these, I do. I will tell you this, the sage and the dark tea are the two most limited in terms of the quantity that we have available for you. This one is called pecan, and this one is called sandcastle. This is the lightest option. This is the one that Amy's wearing. So if you want it to go for the lightest option, it's sandcastle. If you want it the darkest option, it's also very limited in dark tea. And then that really nice, warm kind of tan color, you're gonna order that one in pecan. Let's talk about sage real quick, because all of these, the buckles are all that kind of brushed brass. Sage is a little bit of a cooler option overall.
Yeah, absolutely. So if that's your preferred color palette, or again, you're just looking for something to kind of diversify your shoe wardrobe, a great place to start. I know for me, I tend to wear a lot of gold jewelry. So I love the gold buckles because it all kind of coordinates, but nothing wrong with a mixed metal moment also, but that's a great call out in that it does kind of play into more of those cool colors.
Yes, and you can see there on the girls, again, the pecan, Ingrid has those on in pecan, and she didn't change her outfit. She still has in the same pretty sundress that is just stunning, and you can see it just gives her a little bit of a lift. She can still walk around just as comfortably, because that's the entire idea of Birkenstock, is that it really is made for your feet. And so when you're on your feet, you're not thinking about your feet. That's the thing. If you're thinking about your shoes while you're wearing them, you're probably wearing the wrong shoes.
Right, that's a really great point. I haven't heard that said before, but I think that's so right. You don't want to be sitting here thinking about your shoes or when you can take them off. That does not need to be living rent-free in my head, as the kids say. If my child was watching, she would be cringing right now. You're not allowed to say that anymore. But you shouldn't. You shouldn't be focusing just on that. You should really be able to just like feel like you're walking barefoot, right? So this is a fantastic wedge. This gives you that elevation. I was just looking to, the girls are doing such a great job modeling them, but this also has that nice instep to it that has a natural motion. It has a little bit of a rocking motion to it, so that when you're walking, so you can see it lifts up here, right?
Yes.
When you're walking, you don't feel like you're just walking on a big block,
Okay.
right? Like a big block platform. This actually gives you that natural walking motion.
Nice. I mean, everybody I see them on, I'm thinking, oh, I love those. I like them more and more and more the more I see them. And if you are more of a traditional Birkenstock wearer and you maybe haven't tried anything from the Papillio by Birkenstock line, this could very well be your spring and summer shoe. And I love that it's just an easy slide on. It's still going to customize to your foot. You can still adjust this strap. And to your point, this leather is just comfortable everywhere.
Yes.
So while we have them for you, still in all 4 colors, pecan, sage, sandcastle, and dark tea, if those are the ones you want to pick up, you've got $27 as the flex pay. The shipping is free. It's already been taken care of. And that's a big savings, because otherwise it would be about $12 in shipping. We've already taken care of that. So we've got them for you now, and you can order, even though these are a platform, I order my regular size, right?
Yes, absolutely. True to size. The only time I give people a tip to adjust sizing would be if it's Sherpa lined, but that's in the winter, so you don't have to worry about any of those in the show. Everything is true to size. I have never found a person say that it didn't fit them right.
Okay, perfect.